Welcome along. Free to play entered champions this week with a very low team score. And guess what? We made it through to the opening round. We finished around third in the qualifying group, and Zero Spend Account is going to try and see if it can take a P1 in the toughest of GP competitions. So F1 Clash Generations opening round. First 4 races to come, and this is how we line up. We scored the 3rd highest of the players currently in this lobby. So you'd argue we've got a good chance of potentially a podium, maybe even a P1. If you just join in, we scored 84 points in the qualifying round. The player above us scored 85, and the player above that, well, they were out in front with 114. So maybe, just maybe, P1 is not possible. But we're going to find out if we can get the job done. We've got Monaco, Imola, Silverstone and Monza all to come for the first 4 races. So hopefully you're going to learn and see how tough it really is. What are we running though? For race number 1, defending and cornering setups and drivers are required. We have got, nice and easy, a Carlos Sainz level 2 and a George Russell going for that defending stat, and the car 250 cornering. I can't afford to upgrade gyro. 284 million. I would be bankrupt very, very quickly. So let's get at it. Race number 1, free to play, Champions Attack. Let's go. First matchup then, versus a 1-3-3-5. Now, I do expect a lot of the team score matchups to be higher because we are a relatively lower account. So it's going to make for a hard reading, but we'd start at the back anyway. So it doesn't really matter who we pretty much face. Now, race 1, 23-24, I assume. It's looking like it. It is P23, T24. And we're going to rock the boat with some 4 mediums. And we're going to rock it with a bit of Prince on both. We're only going to be using around 4 boosts in this race. So I am happy to take the risk. Let's go. Question is, can we take some points here around the streets of Monaco? We've got a okay start. We've gone past Hill for the rival, and then we've gone back pretty quickly. We're going to leave pushing in this opening stint to see if we can squeeze past any early competitors. And George Russell has got a beautiful start. He is up to P16 with Carlos Sainz still at the back of the field holding P24, but he's now moved up a little bit into the top 20. I'm going to call it top 20 because we might not ever get to the top 10. And into the chicane we go. We're in P13 and P19. We're going to keep pushing all the way up into the final few corners. Russell, there's the move, can't get it done. What about Sainz? Not quite. So 13 and 19 for us then. And what we're going to do now is basically try and just conserve that power unit. We want to try and gain as much attacking intent as we can without losing too many positions. We don't want to double stack either. So we want to just bide our time where possible. We're going to push out of the corners. Oh my god, rival flying past us, but they're on the softs, so that's fine. Russell is on the back of Esteban Ocon now. We're going to push both of them into these final corners. Can now Russell get the move on Ocon? No, he can't. So again, cut back down. Sainz, there's a broken down car ahead of us. Stroll into the pits. And we're up the hill, conserving our way round. So only 13 and 20. We know this is going to be tough. Will this come to us later on in the race though? That is what we're going to be hoping for. There will be some soft tyres coming into the pits as well on this lap. George Russell, can he make the move this time round? No, he can't. What about Sainz? Closes the gap to the Ferrari of Hill and sits P20. But these soft tyres will now enter the pits. There is hopefully a few of them because Russell carries on. Sainz is then released. So Russell is P12 up the hill. Sainz P18. This is pretty tough. Very tough indeed to try and get it. Russell's back down to 13th already. With Ocon ahead of us, who has been stuck behind for a while. We're going to try and get past him, though, down into here. Nouvelle Chicane. We still can't get past him. We've used a lot of our power unit. Sainz we're going to sacrifice now and try and gain as much power unit as we can. Ocon does go round, so Ocon looks like he was on the hards. That was a real pain to be stuck behind. And it's no double stack. Russell 17th at the moment. Ahead of the rival on the hards. Again, just got to conserve. We don't expect to score masses of points around here. But it's certainly going to be trying to score whatever we can. Russell defends, as you can see, in the corner. 17th. Got Liam Lawson ahead. Let's try and just push. We want to try and get out ahead of the cars going 5 laps. Russell all over the back of Lawson. Sainz just can't get through either. We are going to finish lowly here. We just don't have, at the minute, power unit levels that are decent enough. Stroll does pit. Hill will pit again as well. Russell's up to 15th. And Sainz only 20. So what are we getting at the moment? A lot of soft tyres. Only 15 points from this race. Let's get out of cinematic view. But soft tyres will still pit. We're going to save up this power unit on Russell. Same with Sainz. Can Sainz get past the softs? They will pit anyway. But we just can't get close at all. P15 still. Can Russell get a move on the inside of Lawson? No, he can't. And Russell's struggling. There is a pit stop in for Gasly. And that puts us into 14th. And Sainz currently 19th. We need to try and keep some cars behind. Russell defends. It's Lawson who's the plug in the bath at the moment, stopping the water from getting out. Can we find a way past him to the outside? We're through. We're finally through. We're going to push hard as well to get the gap. Rivals pushing as well. So 13 and 18th. We could do with a breakdown. There is a pit stop for what looks to be a Mercedes. That's going to promote us up to P12. And we are just ahead as well. That is a great result for Sainz to come out in P17th. Can we keep this though? I don't think so. Because there you go. There is George Russell coming flying back past. And pretty much taking that point that we had. So again, down to the chicane for the final time. We're not going to push. I want to save it for the final corners. And that was a mistake because Sainz has just let him go. But P12 is going to be good for Russell. Sainz trying to get back past Stroll, but Stroll think on the softs. It is going to be a P12 finish for Russell, and it's going to be P19 for Sainz. It's a 19-point swing here in Monaco. I mean, I don't know what to make of that. That was incredibly tough racing. 19 points, we'll take it, because at the end of the day, we are a small account in this big champions field. And you can see, yeah, our one stop helping us promote us up the grid. Drivers, there you go, look at the Hill on that one. Hill and Albon 3 and 5. And 280 cornering, so, you know, I'm going to take some good points, I'm going to say. Race number 2, 1182 team score we're on, very low. For our power unit setup, our power unit car is not the best. It's only about 211 power unit. However, we know that power unit is notoriously a little bit easier to score points than your cornering and your speed. So maybe, just maybe, we will be okay in this one. A little bit worried about Sainz's tyres, but we're going to find out the hard way whether or not he can do the 4 medium, 4 medium. We are going to stick on, though, Iron Force. We're going defending. And we're just going to go defending when we get 1-2, right? Here we go. Come on then, let's get some points. We know we're going to get a slow start because our drivers are only level 2s. But George Russell and Carlos Sainz are away in racing. And we are currently, Carlos Sainz, into P17 with Russell 18. We're going to keep on pushing on this opening lap and see if we can make any more opportunities. And here's a couple of opportunities. P15 for Carlos Sainz now, with George Russell just cutting down a little bit. to take that P19. Our good friend Kevin Magnussen in front of us, trying to get past the Kick Sauber. We will try and make our own move, but not this time. So 15th into 14th, with Russell just out the back holding fire. Can we continue the push up the field? Rival is pushing. We've got Sainz pushing as well. Stuck behind him. Get out the way. Kevin Magnussen, where has this defending come from? I mean, we're struggling. I mean, I know we've not got high overtaking, but this is costing us what I'm finding at the moment. Because we can't overtake anybody. Come on, now past Kevin. Finally. But Lance Stroll makes it easy for everybody every time. Apart from us. Russell, I'm just going to have to chill, I think, with Russell, because he just doesn't have the pace at the moment. Sainz, we're continuing to push hard. Can we now get past Stroll? Up the inside. Yes, we can. George Russell starting to motor now into 19th. Going to conserve him down a little bit. Try and just eke away here and there. There'll be a few 2 stops in this race, which is going to be good. Russell up to 18th. Sainz screaming that his tyres are not good, but he's got to continue because we're on the 1 stop. 9th for Sainz. Russell just coming out behind Albon eventually, and it's P13. So I tell you what, if it stayed like this, it's not, because Valtteri Bottas is going to sling a hook up the inside nearly. We are currently on 28 points. Could do the safety car right now. That would be nice. Come on. Where's a Logan Sargent in the wall when you need him? And power unit has been saved. And Sainz coming in. Russell also coming in. The 1 stop. 92% power unit. A lot of room to be attacking in this final stint. Sainz is coming out of the pits. Where's he going to rejoin this race? There goes 13th. 14th. Tell you what, we'll take it. 14th for Carlos Sainz. And we're going to push straight away. There is Liam Lawson caught sleeping. Here is Kevin Magnussen again. We've learned how to overtake Carlos Sainz. He's already into P12. Russell up to P19. Past Bottas into P18. And now we start to make some moves. We are starting to motor here in Imola. Here comes another Kick Sauber to overtake. See you later. We're into P17. We're rocking and a rolling and a rolling and a rocking here. We're past P12, P17, a couple more pit stops too. P16 for Russell. Tyres, I'll worry about that later. Because I'm just going to keep pushing for every point we can take. Here is, how have we got Stroll off? I swear Stroll has just respawned in the middle of this circuit. How is he already there? We've got Alonso's broken down. That'll be delight to Stroll's ears as we go through with Russell. And I tell you what, Sainz is into 10th. Tyres are not looking good on Sainz. Now I'm going to start to just reduce the attack on him. Russell's is not looking too great either, but we're going to try and get away from the cars around us. Let's go and conserve with Sainz and Russell. So maybe a little bit more tyre management in the following races tomorrow if we get through. But I'm not disappointed with a 10th and 12th at the moment. Will anybody pit though? There is a pit stop for a Williams. And we're going to get past him. And we're looking bad on tyres, folks. We're looking bad on Carlos Sainz's tyres. Kevin Magnussen pits. Russell's going to continue. He can't really find anyone else to overtake. So we are going to just try and eke out. We knew Sainz would struggle now. He's probably going to drop back to 10th as Esteban Ocon tries to get past. Albon's definitely going to get us because our tyres will run out towards the finish. Russell, we're going to try and just eke away. But it's going to be 10th and 11th for the boys. And we will take that. That is some solid points to bring home as long as Russell doesn't get overtaken. Sainz crawls to the line. Russell comes home to take 11th. It's 29 points from Imola. I mean, imagine if we had Reactor or Powerhouse for Series 12 parts. We would be a lot better. But 29 points, Series 11 account. We will take it. Where's the rival coming? 20th and 21st. 29 points. I think I'm happy with that. We'll wait to see what everybody else does. But there you have it. Looking at it, yep, 4-4. There's a lot of 4-4s out there. We can't do the softs. No chance with our tyre management. So I'm okay with a top 10 for Sainz. Level 2s, as you can see still. And power unit, wow, Rival had the complete wrong setup on there. Speed setup for Imola. That is not going to help you at all. But our power unit, look, 211 to take 29 points. I'm happy with that. We're off to Silverstone for race number 3 of this 4-race video coming from the opening round, and it's Silverstone up next. Power unit and tyre management required, and hopefully a one-stop is going to favour the Brave around here. It is wet, so we are going to be looking at doing a 4-3, or maybe a little bit of an undercut if we're at the back. A 3-4 is possible. So wet it is, and we're going to look at a boost. Now, Butterfly is the best boost round here, but I'm going to take a Butterfly and a Pretzel because I just want to save as much boost as I can. I don't want to use double dose of both, but here we go. Let's do this. Sometimes we know it's kind of pointless pushing off the start, so we're going to still push because that's what we're basically muscle memory to do nowadays. And Lawson is probably proving that to be the right decision. He's up to P19 in the wet stuff as we go through the first few turns. As we get into the car park. And look at that. Amongst the screenshot, Liam Lawson has just slung it into P13. And he's in a sandwich of Yuki Tsunoda and Oscar Piastri. A Yuki pastry. Wowza. So, let's see where we go from here. 13th and 18th. Where do we go? Do we go a 3-4? Do we go a 4-3? I think Lawson, we just need to destroy and just attack while he's up the front or midfield. Rivals pushing hard. That's okay. I'm going to just save a little bit of power unit here and there. Lawson up to P12. And it'd be nice to get past Gasly here to try and take down 11th. We do push down the straight because it's such a good overtaking opportunity at the end of it. Yuki Tsunoda currently still P18. I think I can do a 4-3 by the look of it. Yuki I might just do a 3-4 and absolutely send him on an outlap to remember. Because he's only a little bit stuck though. Let's see. Lawson 10th. Yuki's stuck quite a lot here. Colapinto must have some defending on him because we're struggling, but we are now through 18th. So, Lawson again coming through. There's P9. Lawson is a man on a mission right now. It is beautiful. And I think we go early with Tsunoda. I think we do. We're going to go 4 laps with Lawson. And I think we're going to use the power unit to absolutely hammer and outlap and hope that a lot of the field double stack. Let's have a look. Not many cars coming in the pits, just the rival who's coming in. So that will be okay. We've got a full power unit to empty. There's going to be a lot of double stacking. We've got a quicker pit time on here. We've got ahead of the rival as well. Now we need to get ahead. Now we need to start and get past these really quickly. Because if we can, we will have some serious pace. Tsunoda past Kevin now as well. So we're going to just keep pushing. You can see where Lawson is. You can see where Yuki Tsunoda is. Coming through Maggots and Beckett's now. There will be a lot of double stack ongoing. There they all are coming. And I think Yuki Tsunoda, who was 18th before he went around the pit stops, could potentially make up some big moves here. Lawson in 10th still. Yuki Tsunoda comes out P13 at the moment. But he's got some power unit left. So has Lawson up to 9th. This is very good play. Now, Tsunoda is up to 12th. We're going to continue to just conserve the power unit. Lawson is fine on tyres. We might lose the position to Norris. Or we might not. Yuki Tsunoda we can continue to push again as well. Norris we've defended well. We need a few breakdowns. Something like that to help us. And we could gain some more points. Because, tell you what, 9th and 12th is not too bad at all. With 211 power unit, remember. Yuki Tsunoda is up to 11th. Lawson, there's a breakdown. Ferrari Leclerc has broken down. So that puts us into P8. This is what we want to see. We need some more, please. It would be lovely to get some more. We've got a good attack to come. Lawson can pretty much push the whole way. Yuki Tsunoda can now as well. So here we go. The final lap of race number 3. And it's all to play for. 8th and 10th. There is Sainz with Albon ahead of him. There's a chance at the end of this straight, even though the power unit's running low, to try and get a move past Sainz. That's what we needed. And now we've got Albon that we're going to try and make a move. Tsunoda is trying to come with as well. Can't find anything at the moment. Let's push Lawson now to hold position. But can he gain a position? Can he get the Williams in the final corner? Yuki's up to 9th though. Lawson can't get through. And I tell you what, P7, nearly P6 and a P9 with a beautiful undercut has worked out phenomenal, because 34 points with a low power unit setup, that is a result, I am telling you. Let's go. 34 points. That is what we needed. Rival 18th, 19th. Well ahead. We've got one more race of this video, remember, still to come. And I hope you're learning, because well, we're fighting hard right now. We'll allow the game to load, hopefully, and show you the setups that the car rival is running. 1, 2, 1, 4. And we had, look at that, 1.3 seconds quicker a lap, by the way. That's mad. Level 4s for us, Yuki and Lawson. And 211 power unit versus 196 speed. So really, that is why that guy's not qualifying for champs. Wrong setup completely. It's the final race of this video. Race number 4, off to Monza. So, Monaco, very tough. The M's are tough today because Monza is very tough as well. We've gone full speed setup. We've also gone for Russell. And I think it was Lawson we went for. We didn't take Sainz because Sainz has got such bad tyre management. So I've dropped him. And it is Russell and Tsunoda, in fact. So I kind of want to do a 4 medium here. I am going to use Rainbow. I don't have a lot, but, you know, for what I need, I've got enough. We're going to see what we can do with a 4-4, but expect this to be carnage. Let's go. Last race. See how we can do halfway through our Champions opening round, where we qualified 3rd best as we look to attack P1 Champions GP. Now, we had this circuit in the wet originally in qualifying, and you know it was disastrous and it was very tough. But with a dry conditions means that the AI will follow different strategies and potentially gift us some points if they're doing a 2-stop. Now, George Russell, as we were waffling on, has had a brilliant start. He's up to P14. Yuki Tsunoda is up to P20. So, not too bad for Yuki. Up to P19 now. But Russell is in a very nice position of P14. We've just got to not keep attacking, but really just look after the power unit where we can. You can see we're just using the straights to eke it out. Rival is pushing, but we're up to P19. And we are going to get overtaken, I believe, by the rival. No safety cars yet, though. That is one thing that can help you massively in your attack, as we called it. And there is the fire. There is what we called. We literally said it. No safety cars as of yet. And bang, there she is. Safety car is out. Now, that is going to maybe help us a little bit. There's a lot of softs out there. We could look to do 5 laps here. And I tell you what, actually, I might go to the hards and take a sneaky pit stop, because the safety car hasn't triggered. If I can get to the hards here, we could have some big luck in the final race number 4, because we're going to go round on mediums. I think we've got a chance. All these cars are not going to pit, and we could have a full power unit with hards. Here we go. Why can't this be tomorrow? Because that safety car, how fast are they? That is the question. It's fairly quick, the safety car. But if we need it to be slow, nobody's going to pit. Oh, we need them to slow this safety car down. Come on, please. Could be our chance for some big point increase. Russell went into the pits in 13th, by the way. Comes out 16th. But the power unit is going to be good. I don't think they're going to get held up enough for us, you know. We want them to be bunched, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't quite think, and that's a little bit unlucky because we could really jump the whole field here. Because look, we are the only ones that have pitted. So if the safety car actually was designed how it should be, we could have made some big points. But we are closing a little bit. Oh, come on, I'm excited. This is what Champions, with a bit of luck, is all about. Yuki is closing. Come on. And now we're going to push because the safety car is in. It's push time. It's go time here in Champions. Can we find room? We're still going to push. We're still going to conserve as we go down the straights. And then we're going to hit the gas as we go back through. So P14 and P20. Again, we're going to try and just keep with the cars ahead of us. Yuki conserved nicely. Russell stuck behind Zhou Guanyu. It's not too far behind though. And he does get ahead now. And so does Yuki themselves. So looking good. P13. Again, just conserving all the time. And then attack through the corners. Everybody has to pit. It's like we've done some wicked magic. And here we go. Look at that. Russell up to 8th. Yuki up to 11th. If he can keep the McLaren of Piastri behind. And he can't because of the way the pit exits work. So P9 for Russell. P12 for Yuki with some cars still to pit. This is looking okay for points with a bit of luck here in Monza. We're going to keep conserving. We're going to just use all our power unit that we've got all the time because there is past Gasly we go. P8. Can we get past Albon? Again, just gaining a bit more power unit as we come round the turn. And it is up to P4. We think that McLaren will probably get back past us and so will Russell. Not quite. P4. It's beautiful. And it's looking good. Yuki Tsunoda. I mean, Russell's... We're going to go backwards. We are 100%. It's all softs. So maybe about 10th and 11th we might finish. But I tell you what, you know, round Monza, that is extremely tough to do on a good account. We're going so quickly back. All these soft tyres are haunting us. Is Albon on the mediums that came through. Tell you what, gone are the days where you can score huge points. The AI have got their setups to a T. Keep pushing. Russell can hold 10th. Oh, Tsunoda's down to 13th. Because Fernando Alonso has just jumped him. It shows you how hard it is on the hard tyres on this setup. Being as low it is. Yuki now to 14th. Oh, ridiculously tough. A lot of the AI, look at that, all on softs. No bad strategies. All on softs. All come flying through. It's 11th for Russell. It's 14th for Tsunoda. We tried it. And I'll tell you what, the pit stop made Russell gain a few positions. But the AI was just so quick on them soft tyres. Now, if that AI would have gone to hards, that would have been a different story. We probably would have kept like 4th and 10th. But because they went to softs, we were on the hards with such a low setup, it really did cost us. But 25 points from Monza, we will walk away with and be very happy with. Could have been a lot better. But when you consider everyone went long, everybody pretty much ran softs at the end. You can see 31 seconds. We were not troubling the fastest lap times at all. Level 2, level 4, Russell and Tsunoda with 2:31 on the speed. So we are massively behind the AI. But we are 4 races in. How does it look after 4 races? Champions GP. Well, there you go. 107 points we have scored. We've got 146 out front with 1 race to go on there. So we're looking pretty smart. Anyone started from our group yesterday? Not yet. So we've got a chance of some good points. Will we have a chance of P1s? We're yet to find out. But at the moment, the free-to-play account is a rocking and a rolling, and it's going to be giving everything to show you that with zero spend, you can take home the very best of prizes.